Rasmus, if he would, to make his way up. He's going to give a brief testimony. There's so much, when you give a testimony, there's so much to say. And I hate to put constraints on him, but, he understands. And I told him, he said, I got the email, he's coming from Sweden. I'm like, sure he is, And I forgot about it. I feel bad about it now because I got busy with things, and then he shows up. I'm like, man, if I would have known for sure you're coming, I would have, put him in the schedule or something. I'm amazed, and it's a tremendous testimony. But he's going to share a little bit with us, and I enjoyed talking with him today, Brother Rasmus.
Thank you for hosting this conference. It's been a blessing, truly, and all the service you do with this ministry here, everyone that works here and does the work for the Lord, really. And, well, I haven't found a church like this that really preaches the Word of God and believes the book as much as you do here. So thank you for that. I was asked to tell you about my way to faith and how I was saved. Yes, I'm from Sweden, so I hope I will make myself understood. I might not find all the words all the time, but... Anyway, I haven't been saved for a long time. Soon 3 years ago I was saved. And so I have not been a Christian for that long, and I don't come from a Christian background. I'm grown up in a totally secular family. And no one in my family believes in God, and I didn't even know a Christian person. None in my extended family, and not even a friend that was a Christian. Now, Sweden was a Christian country, at least a couple of 100 years ago, but since then it has become one of the most secular countries in the world. And that is how I was brought up, and I consider myself an atheist my whole life. And especially during my high school years, I was really an atheist. I thought if you believed in God, that you were stupid. That's what I thought. Now I don't think that anymore, but I know better now. But I've always been interested in truth. I am a curious person, and especially during my high school years, I studied a lot of science. I liked to understand how things work, and I thought science could explain everything. And the search for the truth led me to think that, but I wasn't fully satisfied with the answers that science gave me. Science didn't have all the answers. I didn't realize that then. But so time went on, and I finished high school, and you grow up and come out to the world, and you have to stand on your own legs and take care of yourself. And when I didn't know what to do at that age, so I was a bit humbled, a bit lost. I was lost, but I was a bit lost in the world, and I humbled myself. Okay, there is maybe more things out there in this universe, in this world, that I don't understand, and that we don't have the answer to. So I started open up myself a bit to that I didn't have all the answers. And I've always been a reader. I like to read books. I had never read the Bible, though, at that time. But I decided that I'm going to read the Bible. I knew that the Bible is the most famous book in the world. And it must have something that it can teach me. And I knew I had seen a Bible somewhere in the home, somewhere. It was down in the basement, in the storage area somewhere. It was my dad's old confirmation Bible. So I found that one, totally unopened. He hadn't read it at all. I took that Bible, and I decided I'm going to read this Bible all the way through, starting at the first page. And I did, and it took me 1.5 years to finish the Bible. I read it quite slowly, but I read it all, and I did not believe the Bible when I started reading it. But the more I read, and the further I got, I realized this isn't just any old book. This isn't just a storytelling book written by people. It's written by people, but I realized this is the Word of God. This is the truth. And the answers that the Bible gave me, those were satisfying. Science didn't satisfy my questions, but the Bible did. I realized when I had read out the Bible, then I was a believer. I knew this is the Word of God and this is the truth. Now, I didn't know anything about rightly dividing the Word. I couldn't explain anything about the theology behind salvation, but I knew enough. I knew that I was a sinner and that I was lost. And it ended up that after reading the Bible, and since this was a long process, it took a long time, I had listened to a lot of sermons, and things happened parallel to the reading of the Bible. I had started praying also, and I received answers to my prayers that I could not deny. So, it all ended that I was there on my knees in my student apartment, realizing this is true. I am a sinner and I'm lost, and the only thing that can save me is you, God. Jesus Christ, I believe you are God and that you died on the cross for my sins, and there is nothing I can do. Please help me, Lord. Save me. I didn't know anything more than that, but now I'm here, and I'm so glad I'm saved. In the end of the day, many things can happen in our lives, but in the end of the day, I'm just glad I'm not going to hell. I'm so glad that I can be sure of my salvation, that whatever happens, I'm saved. And now I'm also glad that I found a faith in the King James Bible as the final authority and the perfect preserved Word of God, and the teachings that we have heard these days here and from this ministry. So thank you.